And there we have it. We are live, good folks. Let's get right into it. Well. Welcome. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life,
You're gonna hear
everybody.
something for a minute.
I think I have lipstick on my teeth.
You got a little something. It's it might be whitening your teeth a little bit.
What?
Whitening your teeth.
My teeth are already white.
Lip gloss. Come on. Where's people mind that?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everybody. I am your host, Veronica, back with you on this, well, gorgeous day. I don't know.
See what I'm saying?
So glad to be back with you. My brother Victor is back with us. Victor, damn it, boy, white. What's
Yeah,
going on, Victor?
I'm still in jail.
Oh, I thought you was gonna be out by now.
Well, by the end of the show, I'll be back, but I can't go live until like September, October, somewhere up in there.
Oh, so my tag didn't even go through you, huh?
Yeah, it went through, but they said that my post's gonna be lower in people's feeds now. So
Yeah, mine said that too until something certain amount of days. They can kiss my. You know what I say? Inhale the good sugar honey iced tea and exhale the BS.
Well, they ain't getting ready to shut us down. Don't you dare. Shit. Brother Fatine all the way from New York, WPLS radio station. What's good, everybody? Everybody had a good day?
Oh yeah.
I had an interesting day.
Yeah.
It's all right though. It's cool.
You know. What's going on, Tanya? Hey, Carol. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Slide. Thank you so much for the stars. We appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. So glad to have you guys join us on this Tuesday night. Tangy Tea of Life is being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Come get your workout on with us at the B.A. Gary Gym in Darlington. We have so much fun while working out and getting fit. Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. I shared something with Victor earlier about you. We're getting a lot of followers following us on the T, and we appreciate y'all so much. We're over 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah, we almost at what 5,500
followers. Almost.
Yeah, we appreciate you all so.
We almost at 10,000. How about that?
Claim it. Yes. Hey, Patricia. All right. So, anything on you guys' mind? Or are we going to jump right into this letter?
What's that behind you, Victor? What picture is that?
It's a bear. It's a small clothing company that I support. It's called Screenshot. I got a lot of these sweatshirts, but that's just a bear with a crown, or a black bear with a crown on it. That's it.
Okay, cool. Okay. Well, if you want this shirt, you got to go to Jamaica, Jamaica to get this shirt.
Or they can just ship it here.
That's true. That's right.
Or I can make it for you.
You know what? I can't remember. Oh, that's true. I can't remember what I sent you guys, but boy, Veronica, I knew Veronica was going to get tight. It was a sister reading women, and it was right on point. And see, what happens is a lot of times when us men want to say something about a woman in a sense of attitude or behavior, y'all get critical about it, number one, and then you want to throw it back. What about you men? But then when a sister comes out and say, yo, I got to sit here, sisters, and tell y'all some truth, even if it gets y'all mad. And when they spill this tea, and it's truthful tea, the eyes are going up, this, that, and the other. And another sister is calling y'all out as a woman. And I think sometimes us men need to call us each other out. And I think women have the right to call each other out because they see the triflings that you're doing.
Oh, I mean, they do have the right to call each other out. We have the right to call each other right. That's right. That's exactly true. But she was going on and on and on and on, and I was falling asleep. I woke up, she's still talking. I'm like, what's really going on here?
I
But
agree with you. Too much is too ill, but I think,
yes, like it was too much.
but it was
But
truthful though.
she did make some good points. But
But like the average woman, she was going on and on and on and on. Hit
but
the
we
high points and keep it moving.
sometimes we
That's
have to go on and on and on to make our point,
Yeah,
because
because yeah.
sometimes you all just don't get it. When we try to simplify it, we have to go deeper so that y'all can understand what we're trying to say and where we're trying to go
y'all go what?
deeper. Did I
Uh-huh.
say deeper?
Yes, you did. You got to get a little bass in your voice when you say that, you know. But
So
that's what she was. The point is, she was trying. She was making a point, and the point she was making, she was showing examples. And I just thought, not that again. I'm not looking for. I'm not rah rah and saying, oh, a woman is bashing women. No, it's just that sometimes we need that check. And that check and balances. When we talked about Shahrazad Ali, and when she got on us men, I was right there because there's a lot of things that we were doing is not living up to our responsibility. The Million Man March that I attended, Minister Farrakhan and a lot of other those people that spoke talked about what we need to do. That's right. That's truthful. We didn't come back bitching and moaning and this and that. We took what we needed to improve ourselves and let's move. But a lot of times people has a problem with taking criticism, even if it is from the opposite sex. Even it is. It's like your sugar honey iced tea don't stink. But you know what? People just leaving your ass in the dust. Women are leaving badass men that are not doing what's right. And a lot of men, it's like, yo, hell with this. I ain't going through all this trifling crap. And that's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
y'all
that's
y'all women realize when y'all go through all y'all monologues, by the second or third sentence, we either tune y'all out or we just picturing y'all naked. So
and see
eh,
it.
anything after that, I ain't really heard what you said. I'm just listening for some key words. So when I make my point, I'm gonna just throw your words back at you. So
And that's the problem, and it's sad
Mm-hmm.
because you all don't listen to us all the way out. Y'all hear it, like you said, first three sentences or whatever, and then y'all tune us out. Like,
just get to the point.
but
That's
we
it.
have to break it down where you all can understand where we're going and what we're trying to say. Okay, you all can just try to make things simple by
Not
saying
all of
blah blah
us.
blah.
Not all
Huh?
of us.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
all
not
of
all
us.
of us. I
Yeah.
mean, not all of you. You're right.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm
it's
just
like
saying.
women going shopping and men going shopping. We go to the store. We know what we're gonna get. We get what we get and go. You gotta be there. Go to this store. Go to this department. Upstairs, downstairs, this, that, and the other. So that's how the conversation comes out sometimes.
Oh, well, I
But
just think that you men, you don't want to hear us go on and on and on, and some of us do go on and on and on and on, and just don't know how to shut the hell up.
and you know why,
But some of
Veronica?
us try to make a point, and in order for us to make our point, we have to keep going until we feel like you understand what we're saying. If that
But
makes
you
sense.
know why, Veronica? One of the reasons is that a lot of you sisters say you didn't marry your mother. So a lot of us grew up, as Victor say, and I agree because my parents were from the South. We had to sit there and tolerate a lot. I mean, when I got to the age of going to college, I told my mother straight up, I'm going to college because I can't deal with so and so. But she was like, "They will take your ass to college." But this here for 18 years, and then when I came home, I didn't get that no more. I don't want that in a woman. I don't mind being checked. But this here, oh, mm-mm. That it's like having a second mom's, and we're grown, and that's one thing that a grown man is not going to tolerate.
But do you well? I know what
That's,
you all going to say, but do you think grown women actually do that, or do you think it's more of the younger ones that do it? Because I mean, I can say that I used to be the one that go on, and you're going to listen to me. I'm going to make my point, but now it's like I don't want to do all that. Like I don't want to argue, but I mean, if I have to, I will. But I try not to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I think women that's been in really bad relationships tend to do it more because they don't want to go down that path again. So
mhm,
sometimes when you if you date someone that's been, you know, I guess abused or physically, or not really physically, but emotionally and
mhm,
socially abused, then they tend to express themselves more because in their last relationship they probably didn't, because if they did they were met with some sort of punishment. So I
mhm.
think once some of these women get with men that don't do things like that, then they'll tend to be a bit more talkative than they were before. So I'll say that.
and Veronica, let me just say this. I'm gonna use you as an example on this, and I'm dead serious on this. And even not knowing you for a long time, but it ain't like a year. I look back at some of the old Tangy Teas. We've been doing this for a minute, and I'll be honest with you because I know a little bit personal, not a lot, but a little bit. And you just said something that I can amend to. You said at this stage you don't do it. But you know why? Because you made a lifestyle change. You learn from a relationship, but you also learn from life. You look at your life now, your life you have, I don't want to say you didn't have more control then. It just was you right now are controlling so many dynamics, but you're moving at your pace that you have control over because you have control over yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So you have made a lifestyle change. Some people get out these relationships, but they don't grow up or they don't change, as Victor said, or they're damaged and they don't realize they're damaged, and they bring that same baggage into the next relationship and the
Mhm.
next relationship and the next relationship.
Yeah.
You knew Veronica just shot you a lie, right? Cause she
What?
do. I ain't saying she nagging, but Veronica will. Don't. Yeah,
Oh, I know
she
she ain't
shot you a lie.
100%, but
What?
I've seen her grow. I've seen her
Thank
grow.
you.
I've seen her
I'm
grow.
not.
I ain't
I'm.
saying she didn't grow,
Okay.
but if some shit ain't going her way, she gonna let your ass know. So she shot you a big old lie, and you fell right into it.
That was not a lie, Victor.
I
I've
ain't saying. Listen,
grown.
I didn't. I never said you didn't grow. All I'm saying is when you don't like some shit, you gonna let people know
But I like
you
that
don't
about her
like some
because she
shit.
speaks her mind, but she's like she said, I'm not going on and on and on and nagging, nagging, nagging. But yeah, if a person gets pushed, they're gonna say what's on their mind. And I respect that about her because she should not be a pushover, just like you're not a pushover. And y'all know from my past, I ain't gonna be no damn pushover.
I'm a push over.
Right.
I'm a
Oh,
push over
okay. Oh,
for the for the
Pastor,
right.
Pastor must be around.
But listen, for the right person, I'm a push over. You got to
Mm.
understand. I can't. You can't be
Okay.
100%. You know, alpha this with
Okay.
everybody. You just
I
can't.
agree.
You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying? I can't be
Mhm.
like that with my moms. Can't be like that, with my children. I can't be like that with my woman all the time. But with everybody else, you get the raw, unfiltered, uncut version. But I
Mm.
think sometimes people don't know when to turn it on and off. I understand that you want to be, I want to be the alpha male, but I'm starting to realize. Well, I've always realized it, but when you get somebody new, you have to learn how to turn that off
I agree.
to be assertive and not aggressive. And there's a
I
real
agree.
fine line between the two.
I agree. I gave you a bell on that, brother. I second that. That's true. I agree.
Yeah. Because you learn from people.
Hmm.
Not every like you learn, like you said, you learn from past relationships, you learn from people, new people that you meet, and it just I see growth here and I'm so proud of myself. But I still have some things to work on.
T- Tell John if he know I've learned certain key words that I know is a trigger for
Wait to
Veronica.
hear it.
So I don't use those triggers unless I really have to use those triggers at the end of the day. So, and I think that in the past I've used that trigger word about that side a lot more as examples. So I said I would balance it more. But if it's need to be said, I'll say it. I ain't scared to say it. But I've learned myself that that's not always the all in example of certain things. So, but John, you are right. There are certain things. Again, all of us are going. All
Right.
of us going.
Hmm.
Yeah, my family jumped on me real quick, real quick. They jumped on me. They told me, "Don't go at Victor on this one," because we were talking about food and your children cooking. We talked about that before. Like if your mom's cook, like I said, my mom's made her eggs differently than mine, and this, that, and other. My cousin said, "Yo, I'm telling you now. Our parents. I wear and don't jump at Victor about because a lot of us gonna cook one meal and." What we cook is they gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? So they would. So I said we were talking about that the other day at the house. So I said I
Well,
ain't gonna do that. But anyway, I started something I didn't even mean to start tonight. Sorry, y'all.
you're
So
good.
you say you got a letter. I had a real interesting conversation with a few people, but I'm gonna let you read your letter and we'll see how far it go from there.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump into the letter, and then we'll get to
Maybe,
it. Maybe
maybe.
because this gonna set some people off.
Oh shit!
Oh, here we go.
Somebody either gay, somebody gay.
Well, somebody got a side piece.
All right, so here we go. Here's the
Don't bet
letter.
not be nobody that bringing somebody in their house and walking all over the people because I'm going hard.
Or doo-doo into trying to get some.
The video I sent y'all. Or Victor, I don't know if I sent it to Veronica.
Well, here we go.
Let's go.
So it says, and I do not like this term, so I'm not even going to say it. So I'm going to say,
Well, you
my
got to.
son father, my
Oh,
Oh,
son,
baby
my
daddy.
big daddy, baby daddy.
my son father and I have a great relationship, but his newly wife can't handle it. My ex and I met back in 2013, and we had a son together in 2016. We went our separate ways in 2018, but we remain friends and have a great relationship till this day. He recently got married in 2020, which did not stop the fact of him being a great father to our son. We've always done things together as parents. Even though we're not together, we always told one another we would do everything as a family no matter what. That being said, we all go out to eat together. We go to the movies together. And when I ask him to get groceries for his son, we all go grocery shopping as a family. He used to come over and sleep with our son until he fell asleep. But now that our son is a little older, he doesn't do it as often. Listen, it gets better. My son will not be raised without his father, and whatever woman doesn't like it can get over it because he will always be a part of our lives. We never marry, but you can best believe it will be until death do us part. Yes, the wife joins us sometimes, but half the time she's in her feelings and then won't speak to him for days at a time. A child did not ask to come here, and you should not do things to make that child feel like he or she are not wanted. That will not happen on my time. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about the wife getting in her feelings, but my question is, why are so many wives and new girlfriends so jealous of the exes? What can I do to convince this woman that he is my ex and we do all this for the love of our son? That is it. Um, First of all, lady, put yourself in that wife's shoes and see how you feel. How would you feel if you was married to someone and he's still dealing with his ex the way that you're dealing with him? How would you feel? It's not about wives and new girlfriends being jealous. It's all about you and other people like you giving and showing respect to that new person in your ex life. Okay, so at this point, to me, you're trying to be messy and stop it. Because if he wanted to be with you, he would have married you instead of this new woman that he married. Y'all been together since 2013. Okay. Y'all, what did you say? You had a child in 2016. Y'all went separate ways in 2018. He turned around, he married this new wife, 2020. he can be a great father without all that extra stuff that you're doing, with all that going shopping together, grocery shopping, without going to the movies together, without, okay, I can see if it was a special occasion like your son's birthday, something like that. But I can see you just calling up this man and just making plans just to piss this wife off. You're being petty. Let it go. Move on. He's your ex. And he is to blame for this as well because his trifling should have put a stop to it. So it's like he want men, you have to understand you can be a great father without doing all of this stuff to please this ex of yours. Some women, and I must admit, is petty as hell when it comes to children when they get with somebody else. And sometimes it don't have to do anything with the kids. No kids involved, and women are still petty when this man, their ex, moves on to someone else. Let it go, because you're being real petty and you're looking real salty. You say you don't care about this woman feeling what you should because your day is coming. What goes around comes around. Victor?
So the only person I blame in this entire situation is him. She is not to blame, not at one bit. That's just like a man walking into, a grocery store or whatever and seeing a girl with a fat butt and sitting there gawking at her. Just because somebody offer you something, you don't do that shit. He is totally disrespecting his marriage, and he is totally disrespecting his new wife. There's just certain things as a married person you don't do, even though I've never been married. But there's certain things that if you're in a relationship that you just don't do. And I don't even understand how you can even fall asleep in your ex house. So, I don't even think I've ever been on my ex porch, let alone in the damn house. So I just feel like, why don't y'all all move in? Because that's pretty much what he's about to do.
Right.
That all y'all just move in and y'all all start screwing each other, and then y'all all raise this kid together. Because that's exactly what this bullshit sounds like. It sounds like you don't want a complete commitment with him, but you still want him to slide up in between your cheeks.
Right.
So that's all I got to say about
She still
that.
want him. She still want him.
And it's not that she want him, she still got him.
Well, that part, yeah.
When she want him, she knows, come on, I want to go on a date. Let's take our son to go see
Right.
the movie. And his dumb ass go and take it. You know
Right.
what? If I was the new wife, I'd take a couple pictures and send his ass to divorce court. It's that simple, man.
Well, I didn't think I would have something in between what both of y'all said, but this is interesting. So the first thing is that we as individuals or people, we tend to jump at the word X as is always negative. Because somebody is someone X don't mean that relationship was a horrific relationship that damaged them too as parents and as individuals of doing things together while that man was a single man. I don't see a problem if they became an ex, but they had a communication, a relationship of how they was going to move as he was a single man and as she was a single woman, co-parenting that young man. Right. Now, ground rules should be set. She gets in a relationship, he gets in a relationship. Ground rules change now because now I'm in a relationship. Some of these things, I'm still going to be a father to my kid, but what Victor said is I don't need to be coming over there falling asleep because I have a woman now. I got a woman now. So that right there. So that's why I'm saying I can't sit there and say because they're X, because it's negative. We tend to use that word X and think every relationship in negatively there. Number two, she didn't mention anything about sickness. So it's not like the woman is sick and that he has to go a little extra mile. But even if that was the case, he needed to lay that down with his woman now, his wife, because that is his wife now, and lay this down so she know what she was getting into. Okay. I do agree with you both. Well, this is interesting. Veronica said that it's the woman, and Victor, you said it's the guy. I say that the woman has no dibs on this man who's another husband, but he is the father to your child, and he has a responsibility to do. And I applaud him for being responsible to his son. But the wife getting in her feelings, long as she is not blocking him being a father to that child, but she can get into her feelings if her husband or if that woman is trying to have her husband move like he's still her man.
He
So
is.
yeah, so I have to get on both of them at the end of the day because I understand what both of you are saying at the end of the day. But you know, he is the driver here, and he's the one that needs to stop this bus and say, "Look, I'm still going to be a father, but you're going to have to respect my wife because I'm going to respect my wife, and you're going to have to respect me because I'm going to be a father to my child. But the things that I move as a single man, I can't do those things like going shopping with you and this, that, and the other. You know, I can't do that."
I
So
feel. Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Victor.
No, 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 no.
I feel like a lot of men get scared at times when it comes to that their ex, like afraid that the ex gonna put them up for child support if they don't do this, they don't do that. I feel like a lot of men put themselves in that position to where they, because I feel like if he don't change, this wife ain't gonna sit around much longer and put up with this BS, and she shouldn't. Like that is so disrespectful. It's okay to have a relationship with your son mother. It's okay, but all this extra stuff that they're doing, that's uncalled for. Because like I said, she wouldn't want another woman to do, if she married someone, she would not be allowing her husband to be doing all this stuff that she's doing with her ex.
So I see Tanya put this comment up twice, and it's just rubbing me the wrong way. It says that child old enough to go to the movies with his dad alone. The ex is just messy as hell. When my son is 1 minute old, he's old enough to come with his daddy. I'm his daddy, and I get what you're saying, but
No, she's saying that he's old enough to be with his father by himself without the ex being there.
and what I'm saying is when my child is 1 minute old, he is old enough to
Oh,
come with his
okay.
daddy without
Yeah.
his mama. I'm his
Yeah.
daddy. So that's why I'm like,
I get what
that
she's
whole he
saying.
old enough because I don't need you there to take care of my child. Now, when Tina was breastfeeding our kids, you know, just leave the milk, even though we were still together. But I get it. I get what she's saying, but I think that's more or less that controlling thing when women say, "Well, the baby ain't old enough to go with the dad." It's like, well, yes, he is. But I really feel like men who are not on child support, who are a slave to that woman, in lack of a better terms, they, like you said, they tend to do dumb and silly shit. Bruh, pay for your freedom, get your freedom papers, and do what the hell you want to do. Child support is not as bad as some people think. You know what I'm saying? If you was man enough to lay down and do whatever it is you done with that woman, just pay for it, bro.
So
Pay
you
for
know
your freedom.
we've been through this before, and I just gonna say it on the record for anybody since we got new viewers. I keep saying, and I'm gonna say this, and I know me and Victor went at this before. I think a woman is trifling if a man is going to be a father to his child or children and is stepping up and doing the job, going beyond, paying that money. You're getting more money than you would get in child support just to hook him up on child support because he's the father. If he's not doing what he needs to be done, I wholeheartedly support women doing that. But a lot of women threaten and want to use that against them. All you do is turn me off against you, and sometimes you turn me off against my child. I'm not saying that's who Fatine is, but what I'm saying is I've known women that respect men because they were doing the job. They don't even talk about child support because that man is a father to their child or children and has stepped the game up. And instead of putting their ass in the damn system, they are doing that the way they can. And if the man is not being responsible, then you have to do what you have to do.
So
Yeah.
let me break it down how the child support system works for everybody who's not here. You're not looking at it as when you bring a child into a home, you're bringing another mouth to feed. You're bringing somebody who's going to be using water and food and everything. It is not fair for that woman to keep this child 28 days out of 31 and you only gonna have this child 3 or 4 days out of 30 and expect that that's equal. That's not. That's why the
No.
child support system is there for, to balance out where this child spends the most time at. Now, if y'all doing 6 months and 6 months and 50-50, then I'm all on your side. But the moment somebody else is caring for this child more than the other parent, then this other parent should have to pay something to compensate for what this parent is kicking out for this
And
child.
if that parent is so, first of all, if the woman is pushing for child support, right? Or if she's pushing for child support, or both parents are pushing for child support, and the court awards the woman, and the man is paying what he needs to do and putting in time. Look, Johnny got to go to the baseball game. Yo, I'll pick him up. I'm picking Johnny up when he got to go to the baseball game. Even if I get him every other weekend, because that's the way the court set it up, that don't mean every other weekend is when I spend money. No, I'm going to make sure that there's a stipend for his school books, his this, that, food. I'm going to make sure that that stipend is there because I am contributing and I am not a part-time dad. I got that. I'm just talking about men that are stepping it up. I'm not talking about trifling ass men. That's not, I'm not saying trifling ass
Yeah.
men need to be on it, but men that are stepping it up, I don't respect women that pull their ass into child support if the man is doing their job.
And I've said that plenty of times. Some women are just messy as hell when
Damn
it
right.
comes to that. When they see someone move on and get with somebody new, they want to put them up for child support. The man is doing his job. The man is doing, he's doing the right thing and stepping up and taking care of his child or his children. But as soon as he move on, she want to step to the court and say that he's not doing what he's supposed to do. That's
You know
what.
why? You know why, right?
Right.
Because child support is security. Soon as a man, I'm gonna tell you this: if you see it, as soon as this man and this woman break up, he gonna see his child. As soon as he get with another woman, he forget he even got a damn child over here.
Some of them.
Thank you.
I know
We're talking about the ones that.
we're not speaking in absolutes. I'm not speaking in absolutes.
Okay.
I'm just speaking as what I've saw, what I see.
Mhm.
Some men. So say some men. So some men will do that.
No, I worded it like I needed to word it. What I'm saying is that men get these babies and then they only want to pay when it's convenient for them.
That's true.
So what I'm saying is, at any time, if this woman wants to put a man up for child support, she has every right to damn do it. And I don't care if he's paying this, if he's paying that. Continue to do that.
Put that comment back up, please. Oh, okay.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. Put Jason comment. So Jason, you said stop laying down with people you can't trust with children. So on this show, if you haven't seen Jason, a lot of times women say they go out with a guy, he presents the best self, and then as time in the relationship, he becomes someone else. So at the end of the day, sometimes we get together with a woman. It works both ways. You keep saying, don't lay down. You're right. If we know that the woman is trifling, then yeah, we shouldn't lay down. But a lot of times we don't know. Sometimes we don't know that they're trifling. And as time goes on,
too early.
Yeah.
Sleep with them too early.
We could sleep with them. We could sleep with them too early. But at the end of the day, you can grow apart in a relationship because you have children with somebody, even if you've been courting for 8 years or engaged for 8 years, and then you get together, and then 5 years into the marriage, it's not working. It just doesn't work. So don't sit there and say, don't lay down with everybody's trifling. I got your point, but every woman is not trifling. So don't say that, because we say the same thing to women say the same thing. Veronica, and when Shay Shay was on here, that a lot of times we go out with men, they present one side, and then if the relationship goes on, it's another side. And then we say to the women, y'all should pick better men. Y'all should pick better men. And a lot of women say, but we thought we did. So it's the same way with us laying down with a woman, and we thought we picked a good woman, but we might have grown apart.
Yes, people do change, Cheryl. That is true.
People do change. But I understand what Victor was going in a different direction. And I don't want to lose something Victor said, Veronica. Victor said that how some women tend to hold the child support over the head and cause a man to wind up disrespecting the new relationship because he don't want to be dragged in. And Victor made that point, and I don't want that point to be lost, Victor,
What
because that was a very good point that you made.
I mean, that's what I was saying. That's why I think this guy and a lot of guys get themselves in that situation because they are afraid of their ex
Yes,
gonna
right,
put
bro.
them up for child support, and they start doing stupid mess like this guy right here is doing in the letter. It makes no sense for him to be going grocery shopping with his son mother. It makes no sense for him to be going over there and spending the night, not spending the night, sleeping with his son until his son fall asleep. It makes no sense for them to go to the movies together unless it's a special occasion. Like, why are you doing all this, sir? Are you doing this with your wife, or are you just doing this with your son's mother? I don't get it. And if I was the wife, I would be pissed as well.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say, well, at times, because I get pointed at by being a New Yorker, I'm more liberal. But I've used the example of Alicia Keys and her man, and remember how that situation happened. Alicia Keys' man was married. He cheated on his wife to get with Alicia Keys. He divorced his wife,
Allegedly.
married Alicia Keys, right? And then he had a child with the other young lady. And then Alicia had kids. But as time went on, they all learned to get along and they kind of all start to co-parent. Now, I'm not talking about the guy sleeping with his ex and his wife. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that there's some adults that can deal with this and deal with it from adult way, that they can have a working relationship where the woman is both women are respecting one another and they are communicating with one another. It can work with respect all the way around. It can work. And I don't want to not say that, because there's a lot of people out here that have exes that are working with people that are now married.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just feel that this is a very, very over the top. And she definitely want this man for herself. You know, some women do stuff, and I know somebody personally that's going through the same thing right now. But some women are just so messy where they would do anything to try to break up someone's relationship. And it's sad. You are the ex. You are an ex for a reason. Okay? I wouldn't dare, even if I wanted my ex back, I wouldn't dare let him know. You know, like if he's in a marriage, I wouldn't dare be messy enough to try to break their marriage up. Karma is a bitch. I wouldn't try to break their marriage up just because I want my ex back. No, look, our time has ended. Let it go. And I know it's not that easy for everyone. You know, it's easy for me to say that, but sometimes, you know, we have to let things go that we don't want to let go at that moment. But we do. We
I
have to let go no matter how hard, how difficult it seemed to be, how hurt we're going to be. Sometimes we just have to let go. And
I
she
don't
haven't let go.
I don't want my ex back. I don't. I'm happy where I'm at. But if I did, I'm going over there with my boom box, my shirt off in the rain, holding it up at the window and shit. I'm doing all that. If I want something, I'm going to get it. I don't give a damn. And that's and I think that's where we might be missing the point. That's why I don't blame her, not 1 inch. I blame 100% of this shit
Oh,
on him because he's allowing this to happen.
right.
Regardless of what somebody else wants, he is the one that's allowing this shit to happen
Yeah.
by him just being present.
He
If
should have put that, he should have nipped that in the bud from the beginning, for
Yeah,
the
if my
very start.
son about to go to sleep, oh well. If he can't sleep without his daddy, go and tell my son to come on outside, and I'll take him to the crib. But I'll
The,
be damned if I'm going to lay in the bed at my ex house while my new wife. We all might as well just get in the bed together.
so the reason why I slightly disagree with you, Victor, because I do understand what you're saying. The reason why I slightly disagree with you, unless you are going to say different type of behavior, and let me just flip it for a minute. Let me flip it. So you're saying this woman wants him, but he should nip it in the butt. What happened if the woman is bitter? You understand? It's bitter, dogging him out. The child. Remember, the child is a child, a baby, is still, growing up, and the wife is bitter and going at him hard and dogging him. So, would you still blame him? See, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is her behavior has to come into play. I don't care if it's behavior in bitterness or warning him. She has to take some blame because her
Yeah,
behavior is not
yeah.
proper. Her behavior. And so if we looked at it, if she was misbehaving, yo, you can't come see your kid. Oh, I'm dogging you every time and I'm sending stuff out there and it may get back to his wife because she's bitter. That's the same thing as if she's going after him. She gotta take some of this blame.
Yeah.
Damn
Nope.
right, she gotta take them of
And
the blame.
for her to say we never marry, but till
You,
death do us part.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
but
that's
you,
psycho. That's
but you
psycho.
know what? The funny thing that I've noticed is when Fatim asks a question, you throw in your point in there to sway the question, but it's still a no. She is a 0% chance. He is 100% to blame. I don't care if you dog me or not. I told this woman over here we are now one. So unless she is there in the crib and we all laying in the bed together, I'm not going over there. If my wife say, if my son say, well, Dad, I want you and my mama to go to the movies and watch this. Okay, cool. Let me go ask Michelle over here. Michelle, we going? I got to work. Son, we can't go. It's that simple.
But you're not understanding what I'm.
No, I do understand.
No. What I'm saying is that I use the other I use the other example, but he is not doing it. He is not. He is not barking to that. But what I'm saying, he is not. Even though she's dogging him, flip it. She's dogging him. He's not doing that. He is not curtailing to that.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying?
We got the
So
knot. But
The
but
thing,
even if my child's mother is dogging me, women and men, it's going to happen. So what? So what if you tell my son I ain't shit? That is up to me to prove to my child that I ain't shit. I'm not gonna sit here. If my son believe everything his mama say, then that shit is on him. That means I failed as a parent because apparently my actions to my child and me being there and doing things for him is overriding what his mama's actually saying. So all I'm saying is that actions speak louder than words. They're going to always dog you. The other parent is going to always say some dumb shit about this parent over here. But if your actions speak it, your child will defend you when you are not there.
So Veronica said, and because I don't want to say it, because Veronica emphasized this. That woman said, "Until death do us part." First of all, their ex were never married. So what the hell is she saying? To death do us part. I can see if she said, we're going to be parents of this child until death do us part. She didn't say that. She talked about how she's rolling with that man in a sense with that child at this particular time until death do us part. That's crazy.
mm-hmm.
That's
And
crazy.
I get what Victor. I get what you're saying when you're saying that he is. You say 100% his fault.
It is.
I'm not going to say 100, but he is definitely in the lead because, like I said, he should have nipped that in the bud when all of this first started. Okay,
Yes.
I'm in a new relationship. I'm going to take care of my son, but we can't be doing all this hanging out and all of that. Yes, we're going to always be a family. This is my blood. This is my son.
We are not a
But
family.
well, I
That's
mean,
me and my
well,
child. Go ahead.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, you good. But the thing is, with when it comes to her and being a woman, see, a mature woman will not act that way because I'll use myself for an example. I'm going to have, I'm going to have, what's the word? I'm going to have respect for his new girlfriend. You see
Wife.
what I'm saying? I'm going to have respect for that relationship, even though I have his son. As long as he's doing what he's supposed to do as a father, he don't have to do all that extra stuff with us. You don't have to go to the park with us. You don't have to go grocery shopping with us. You don't have to go out to eat with us. Just do your part as a father. So
That's it.
she is definitely being messy when it comes to her part. She's being messy. And
Yeah.
I don't doubt that she wants to see this marriage break up because she still want this guy.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a question. if when women go out, guys constantly hitting on you, right? It happens.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not, men are hitting on you.
Mhm.
And sometimes y'all take that as flattering, and sometimes you take it as flirting, and sometimes you take it as disrespect. But I've noticed that women tend to, when they get what you call it, cat calling, when somebody's cat calling you and they know you're in a relationship, y'all take that more disrespectful than somebody who don't know that you're in a relationship. But it's all the same shit. He is getting tempted by somebody who knows he is in a relationship. He should have better sense than to sit here and entertain this shit. Because one slip, one argument at the crib, bro, you gonna backslide and you gonna have another baby with this bubblehead ass chick. So that's what I'm saying. You, he playing with fire. I feel like it's 100% his fault. Just because this woman is throwing it at you, don't necessarily mean you have to take it.
I agree
Just
with
because
that
the
part.
opportunity
I
is
agree
there.
with that part.
Yeah, but
I
Just
agree with that part, but
you
ain't
don't.
no way in hell this woman ain't wrong for what she's doing, because what she's doing is
She's not.
disrespecting
it's
that
disrespectful.
that man's wife.
It's
She's
No, it
disrespectful.
happens all the
disrespectful.
time.
It does
Not
I
happen
don't
all the
care.
time.
I don't care. It's still
It
disrespectful,
does happen all the
it
time.
and
is,
it's disrespectful.
but guess what? This letter would not even be written if it wasn't for him. If he was not going to this house, if he was not going to the movies with the child's mother, then there would be no letter. No
But no,
letter.
I
Well,
think
maybe it wouldn't be no letter
no.
if she wouldn't ask.
Right. There wouldn't be
It
no
doesn't
letter
matter if
because
she asked.
no, because the wife has changed the dynamic. That's why this is a letter. The wife has changed the dynamic. When he was an ex and didn't have this wife, he was doing all those things even as they were ex. But now since he's married, that dynamic has changed, and now the ex is mad and pissed and saying this is she's not going to get in the way of, she's getting in her feelings, and this is not going to happen. She's not going to disrupt this until
Can
death
I
do us part. That's the
can
woman's fault.
can I address Bree, please? But
Damn.
why should she respect the next woman more than he does? Why should she be more concerned for what is going on in his household? He ain't demanding respect for his wife, so why should she care? Because she's a woman, and she shouldn't want another woman doing that to her. See, I look at things totally different than some women. My whole thing is I'm not going to do to another woman that I wouldn't want done to me. That's the grown Veronica. Now, the young Veronica in her 20s or whatever may not have really gave a ish, but being grown and know how it feels to be hurt and disrespected and all that, I'm going to respect that other woman to not do that to her because I know how that would feel. That will hurt for my husband to be going out to eat with his ex, going to the movies with his ex, going grocery shopping with his ex. See, that's the thing when it comes to maturity. I don't care how he handles his household. I'm going to respect it because I would want somebody to respect me.
So what she's
Man.
saying
But
is,
that's just me
if you don't respect your woman, why should I? I
because
mean,
I'm a woman and I know how that feel.
but
That's why.
if everybody thought like that, then there would be no cheating. That means,
Exactly.
but that ain't the
But
case.
that's
That
not
ain't
the
the
case.
case.
But I'm saying me. That's how I feel. I wouldn't
Wait a
want
minute.
somebody doing that to me.
So
So
where
that's why I'm going to respect that household.
so Veronica and Victor, Veronica, and you could go back to the letter unless you point out points. To me, he is respecting his wife because this woman is the ex writing this, and she's pissed because her ex is not doing the same thing that he once did with her. So the ex is pissed. So maybe he is respecting his wife. Where's the disrespect to the wife? I don't see the ex being, I don't see the man disrespecting his wife. Where's the disrespect at?
Going grocery shopping with his ex,
Is he
sleeping,
still
going.
doing that? I thought she was complaining that's what he used to do with
No, no,
her.
no, no, no. She ain't say
She
that's
wrote
what
the
he
letter
used to
because
do.
the new wife is getting mad.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
she wrote the
Okay.
letter. That's why she's saying her question is why are so many wives and new girlfriends so jealous of the ex?
Got it. Got it. So yeah, and and right there, that's why Victor. That's why I said to Victor and Veronica, blame is on him. You want to give it 100% because he's feeding into it, and I'll give him the lead, like Veronica said, that he's feeding into it, but she's is putting it out there. I got where you coming from, Victor. So I don't want to say the glass is half full and the glass is half empty because I do understand that if he would cease, then this crap wouldn't be going on. So I got you where you saying that. I understand that. But I still said that the woman should still respect the wife.
But why should she? My thing is I'm with Bree. Why, if I don't respect my wife, no other woman out here is going to have more respect. If a woman want to get with me and I'm out here with my wedding ring on and I'm taking pictures in strip clubs and doing all this and everybody
they should have enough respect for them. They should have enough respect for themselves.
But what I'm saying is that if I don't respect my woman, another woman is only going to respect my woman as much as I
some women,
yeah.
because
but I do understand
you know how many people that have been in my inbox and they're married a lot, and I don't even follow them up because one, I may not know your wife, but I know you married. And I know that I'm a woman and I'm going to respect that wife, even though I don't know her, but she's a woman and I know how that feels. So I'm going to have enough respect for that woman to not go there. I don't care if you don't respect your household. I'm going to respect it.
What I'm saying
as the new Veronica.
If I got my wedding ring on, I'm married, or just if I'm in a relationship and I'm out here and here and here, and I'm never with my woman, and I'm taking pictures with all these different chicks, and I'm doing this shit, and I'm hug up on this one and hug up on this one, and you'll never see me with my woman. Another woman's gonna say, well, shit, hell, he with all these other chicks, but he's supposed to be with this one. Hell, let me get a damn swing at that too. That's true. That's what I'm saying. And men, we do the same shit.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
So I get what Bree is saying. Why in the hell would a woman respect another woman's relationship if the man in the relationship is not?
I just explained it to you. I just explained it to you.
I'm saying I'm not saying.
Yeah, he's really speaking.
I'm talking about a woman who wants that man.
Oh well,
that's what I'm saying. If a woman wants that man and he ain't even respecting his woman, hey, go ahead.
She gonna shoot a shot. She gonna shoot a shot. She gonna definitely shoot a shot. Yeah.
We're not talking about everyone. We're just talking about the women that.
And it's his place is right. But if he puts that, if he sets that boundary, even women shoot their shot, but he stops that in the tracks, then he's doing what he needs to do to respect his wife.
That's true.
I get that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Us men, we make stupid mistakes. We do dumb shit.
Oh well, we do too.
And we get.
I don't know if it's mistakes. Is it mistakes, Victor, or is it just bad decisions? I don't make mistakes. I don't drink, so you can't blame alcohol. If I make a decision, I made that decision. It may be a bad decision, but it ain't always a mistake.
You know what? You're 100% right. It's not a mistake. It's a bad decision. I love the way you put it. You're right. I think it's a bad decision. I like that. And
we've all made bad.
But I think once we make a bad decision and we look at it from the other person's point of view, that's when we realize it's a bad decision. When that other person's saying, well, how would you feel if I did this, this, and this, just like you did? So then I get it. It's a bad decision. It's not a mistake. It's a bad decision.
Yeah, we grown. Shit. You know when you do it, you know when you stick that wheel, whatever, you know what's happening.
Now that's a mistake, Nate.
What?
I ain't mean to do that.
Oh, I poked you in the wrong spot. I didn't. Oh, it slipped in there. Okay. Oops. Oh, that's a mistake. Okay.
Wait a minute. I was getting some. Mike says, so is being friends with an ex off limits, even if they have kids together?
No.
We're not saying that you can't be friends with your ex, but there's limits to what you should be doing together.
If you in a relation, if either one are in a relationship, if that's your ex and she's single and you're single, a lot of those exes be tapping each other. There ain't no boundaries there. It's no
Yeah, that's
boundaries.
different.
Once, yeah, that's different. But if that's your ex and you in a relationship or she in a relationship, you should respect each other's relationship. And that's what we're saying.
I question anybody who friends with their ex. I question that because
What?
okay, why is that an ex then?
Because y'all realize that y'all wasn't compatible, but you don't hate one another. Because that's why I use the word ex is not always negative. You could become exes for different reasons. Maybe you wasn't good in finance, and another person is going in this direction and that direction. We don't hate one another. We have a child together, and we kind of like each other, but we can't be in a relationship together. Liking, loving, and respect is two different things. So being in a relationship, there's a lot of exes that are friends and have great relationships, not only with
Yeah,
themselves, but with their spouses.
yeah.
I
And
need you to hate your ex. I can't be with nobody who like their ex. Fuck no. You mean to tell me that
Shit.
you bad at finances and you a bad driver, so we couldn't make it, but we still gonna meet up behind the corner
I,
and screw behind the
I
trash
think
can.
it's
You out your
okay.
damn mind.
It's
yeah,
Fuck
okay.
no.
I've seen it.
You
I've
have
seen it.
to you have to be grown and know your boundaries.
Hey,
Listen,
boundaries. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
set them
Yeah,
boundaries. I'm gonna set them. So all I'm saying is, if I'm with somebody like, oh, well, me and my ex, we cool, peace. I'm not competing with no damn body. I'm not doing that shit. X is a X is a X. X that motherfucker out of your life. I ain't saying
right, Bree.
y'all can't speak and be cordial, but nah, no.
Uh,
Oh, me and my ex. Oh, hey Vic, we just gonna go out and grab a bite to eat.
oh, now
Okay,
no.
and I'm gonna drive my damn truck straight through that fucking window and run right into that damn table.
excuse
Blue.
me.
No, I
What?
don't want. I don't want you to be that
Drive your
comfortable.
truck through what?
I don't.
How
I
you gonna
don't.
drive that truck? Right through
I
there.
I don't want you to be that comfortable with your ex. Now, you talking about y'all going out?
mean, y'all friends.
If we're in a relationship or we're married, you talking about you going out with your ex? Let's all go out together. Anthony
Go out
says
together
once.
and do what? And sit beside a motherfucker who done see my woman naked. You must be out your damn mind.
I was playing
Hell
about
no.
that. I was
I
playing
ain't
about that.
shit. No.
Anthony said once an ex should be an ex. If kids are involved, then there should be some type of boundaries. But all that hanging out with the ex is BS. Do your part and respect each other unless you haven't moved on. That part right there. And I don't think this woman moved on. That's her problem. I don't think she's moved on. She's wanting that. If his wife had a child from another man, would he be as understanding if she were exactly? Exactly.
Hell no. No.
Exactly. No, he wouldn't be. He wouldn't want that.
Mm-mm.
And vice versa. The one that wrote this letter wouldn't want that either. If she was married to a man, I doubt highly that she would want her husband to be doing this with his ex. That's what I'm saying. You got to look at things from both sides. Would you want somebody doing that to you? What you doing to them?
But and you're right, but unfortunately, we don't think logical. And when a child comes in and there's that relationship, you get territorial. You get very protective. And this woman is seen very protective because they have a child, and she feels even though he's married, so what? We have a child together. We got a bond that's going to keep us bonded forever. Your marriage may not keep you bonded, but we're going to be bonded forever because of this child. So she feels she got some kind of say so here. That's where the man has to put his foot down, as Victor said, and as you said, Veronica. But I still say that this woman needs to not move on, but stop the bull crap.
Mm-hmm. Tanya says, me and my ex are friends, and we've been figured out that we will never get back together. I respect his wife. We are cordial, and she knows I don't want him. That's her headache now.
Do she
That's
know?
it.
Do she really know?
You never know unless you ask that woman. You never know what's in another woman's head. But what
Anthony,
Tanya's saying is she's not giving any hints that or clues or sending any hidden messages that I want him. I've moved on. I respect her, and I'm not sending no messages like that.
Anthony says, at the end of the day, I agree with Victor because I really don't give a damn about being around somebody you done been with.
Exactly. I don't want to sit around there and you get up and you go walk to the bathroom and I'm looking at you swing that damn thing left and right, and I look at him and he like, I remember the date. Oh man, oh shit. Now they got to buy a new restaurant.
Yeah.
Now the restaurant is tay up now. Now I got to go to jail. You got to go to the ER. Oh my God. You know what? See, and that's the thing. You got to understand or maybe let me just say this. Men, if we feel like another man is inferior to us, we'll try your ass. We'll say little slick shit. So what I'm saying is just alleviate all that. I'm not going to sit across the aisle from somebody who I know that y'all used to be whatever with, because I'm just sitting here waiting for you to say the wrong shit for me to go ahead and dust your ass off in the damn ground. I'm just saying, we had a cookout. You going on the grill, bro. I'm just saying, I'm just waiting for the opportunity to bust you in your damn
But that's where I'm going right now. So let's add another dynamic. We've talked about this. This was something that we didn't talk about this year, but we talked about, I believe, last year. So what happens when the ex is friends with the family and the family is having a function and mama do or sister do say, I'm inviting your ex over. And you understand what I'm saying? And she got a man now, and then that's your family, you there. And you tell your sister, you tell my, come on, you shouldn't do that. And you're my, yo, she's a family. That's the mother of my grands. She invited always over here. You see what I'm saying? We have to be careful, because how you going to behave on that one, Victor? Now you sitting up there around your ex again.
You answering it. So let me say this. If me and my old lady walk in and my ex at the table, we politely turn around and leave.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
I mean,
I've been in that situation.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit up in here and have my lady uncomfortable, because as soon as we sitting there, some damn body drunk, and it's always an old person who get drunk. Hell, I like that one better than I like this one. Now I got to fight everybody. Now my mama wig turned to the side because she done tried to break up the fight. You know what I'm saying? The kids crying because I done knocked all the juicy juice down on the ground. All I'm saying is to alleviate all that shit.
I'm turning around, leaving. And that's giving your woman that respect, and you are controlling your dynamic. And I respect
because if you don't, it's going to continue to happen at each function. Every family function, the ex is going to be there. You have to put your foot down.
But see, that's where now who's wrong? Is your mama wrong? Is your sister wrong? See, that's where I'm saying, because at the end of the day, because your family know better than doing that, but they want to say, well, I'm friends with her and y'all broke up, but I'm friends. Hell with that. See, that's where Victor, see the difference in Victor, I'm a tear up shit anyway. I'm going to flip over a table anyway before I leave. I told y'all don't invite her, but y'all want to invite her, and y'all don't care about me, and I'm blood. Hell with this. I'm turning some shit over. And that's it. Well, and then I'm leaving. And then every time you invite her, you know Fatine going to tear up some shit. I bet you'll stop inviting her.
Well, you know, I'm glad to hear that you both agree with that, because I was in a situation like that, but some people thought I was wrong because I ain't getting.
Do tell. Hold on, Vic. You need a cigarillo? You need something?
I'm just saying, it's all about respect. It's all about respect, folks. If you know if you know your child or your cousin, your brother, or whoever, they're in a new relationship, don't invite that ex. Come on.
Yeah,
invite her at a function that I'm not coming to.
Yeah, but family get funky sometime, and I've been through it, and I've seen it, and I've seen how family has reacted. I've had to react, and then I just let it slide. But people, I'm just saying, when you family, you gotta look out. I don't care if you're my cousin, and I get along with your ex, and I know you and your man's coming. I'm not inviting your ex there, because I'm giving you my blood that respect. And that's what I'm telling you. It brings in a different type of anger when your blood disrespects you like that.
Yeah. No, they know better. So why would you even do that? Like, no one wants to feel uncomfortable at their own family function. And Sure don't want my better half to feel uncomfortable. Come on, both of us being uncomfortable at the family function? Nah.
So I tell you this, I don't know if everybody do this, but even if I got an ex and I'm not saying for the most part, the people, my exes, we all right. I ain't gonna say we best of friends, but we all right. But if I see my ex out with somebody, I ain't speaking. Because for what? I'm not even speaking because, huh?
No, go ahead. I said, hey.
Because what I'm saying is that could be perceived as disrespect. Like, well, why the hell this nigga come all the way across the mall to come speak? Like, what, bro? What you want?
Oh, ain't
That,
nobody doing all that now. I'm saying
well,
now, if y'all was walking by each other, you wouldn't speak. Y'all just
hell
walking by.
no. I'm acting like I don't even see you. Especially if you with somebody, I'm gonna give that man the respect of not speaking because he don't know. I mean, he may not know who I am, but what is the purpose of speaking for? I mean, to me, that's a sucker move.
Because I think that again, I hear what Victor's saying, and I understand that some men will jump off wrong. I just think that because it's an ex, it's time. Sometimes it's not a lot of pain, or time goes different. And if Victor and Veronica and Victor were in a relationship, and Veronica was my ex,
I broke up,
and I see y'all both out. I'm going to speak to both of y'all. Even if I don't know you, I'm going to be like, hey, Veronica, what's up, my brother? And I'll keep it moving. That's how I am. That's how I am. I hold a door. You don't hold a door. So that's how I am. No, and I ain't never got punched in the jaw about that. So that's how I am.
No. You have to come. What are you speaking for?
Why not? Because why not? Why not? I'm not angry with her.
But why?
I'm just saying, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Boom, and keep it moving. Hey, what's up? See you here. What's up, my brother? And keep it moving. That's it. That's it. And that's how I am, bro. I'm not gonna walk around here like I don't see you. That's hate. That's hate.
Traffic to avoid speaking to the motherfucker sometimes.
Yeah, see me? Yeah,
I damn sure will.
I hear you. Y'all, I tell you, when Victor get old and go in the old folks home, don't go visit him. He will be grumpy.
I be in the grocery store and I'll be like, oh, I don't need whatever's on that aisle. Ain't going down that motherfucker.
Shit, man, what? You ain't, what kind of, you ain't got, man, I walk down that aisle. Oh, man, what up? What up? What up?
What's wrong with him?
Deuces, baby.
Cheryl says, I had that problem with my ex. If he's with his woman, he won't speak. But when he's by himself, he's all up in my face. I told him not to speak to me at all. Now that I will have a problem with. Right, Cheryl.
Right. Cheryl. And the same thing, Cheryl. I would speak to y'all. I would, if if I was deal with it the right way. Because first of all, I would tell my lady, yo, my ex or whatever. That happened one time. I was in a store and I ran into her ex. But see, I already told my lady this. She didn't meet her, but she realized I told her name. So when she met her, she said, oh, that's so-and-so. But I already told her because I don't have nothing to hide. So the girl spoke to me. I spoke to her, introduced my lady, and kept it moving. That's it. Kept it moving.
One thing about me, I'm not volunteering no damn information. As far as I know, she know you the only person I've been with my entire life, other than my baby mama, because I can't deny her. Other than you, I ain't never been with nobody. I'm not volunteering shit. You gonna have to put me under surveillance and in an interrogation room to get some information out of me when it comes to anybody else. Bro, I'm telling you, I don't volunteer.
And you know what? And I don't think that's important. I'm with you on that, Victor. I don't think who you've been with in previous relationships or whatever. I don't think that should be important. If it's not your cousin, your brother, I don't
even want to hear the story. I don't want to even hear you. If it's a funny story, you better tell that shit with somebody else's name in it. I don't even want to hear no funny story when it comes to your ex. I don't want to hear shit.
I will speak.
I've been with women that I've known that I mean they have mentioned their exes. I don't got no problem with it because people be with people. I ain't the only one. We especially at this stage in our life, we ain't no damn virgins. But I ain't say we gotta hear about it. But there's certain people that you may hear about something. You may see her go through an old yearbook and say, oh, this was my boyfriend in high school. That's an ex. So what? Damn, she can't mention that. Oh, that was my first love.
Hell
What the
no.
hell? So what she
That was
can?
40
Well, to
years
me,
ago. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit.
I
Oh,
got you,
I was
Victor.
a,
I'm just saying I'm not flipping a wig over that crap like that. I ain't flipping no wig.
all I'm saying is if it's a funny story, you tell that shit to your coworkers if it got to do with an ex. Don't tell me a damn thing. I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, me and Robert, we went to the store, and guess what happened? I hope
Nah,
your
I ain't
damn
talking
Mac
about
truck
that, Victor.
ready
I ain't
to that
talking
damn
about that.
car.
But
Don't
let's just
tell
get
me
back to
shit
the.
about what you did with another man. I ain't want to hear that shit. You can go over there and be in the car with him now. But all I'm saying is I don't want to hear that.
So Victor, so that's what sets the precedent of you don't want to hear it. I respect that. But that same temperament, what happened? She got two children, two different baby fathers. You understand what I'm saying? And she got to interact with them.
That's cool. All I'm saying is if you got to interact with that's one thing. Okay. But no, I don't want to hear about that shit. If you interact with your baby daddies or whatever, okay, cool. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. All I'm saying is, well, you know what? I had to come over here and so daddy, he was da 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 da. And I'm sitting here looking at me. You know, I'm looking at her like, you know what,
mean,
man?
it's okay to vent. It's okay to vent to me.
You better vent to somebody else. I ain't the one to vent to when you talking about another man. No. You damn right. If I see your high school yearbook and you got a heart around another nigga head, that shit going in the fire, cuz.
Why? That's before your time.
Because she was living wrong until she got with Mr. Right.
Oh, see now y'all know me and Victor cool, but Victor on some bullshit tonight. That's some bullshit.
Tanya with me. I don't want to hear no funny. That shit ain't even funny no more.
I got that part. I'm not saying that you sit up there listening to no funny story. I'm just trying to put it in a context that if it comes up and it comes up, it comes up. These two sisters could be talking. Veronica and her sister could be talking. Her man and her brother-in-law could be in the living room. And they said, guess who I ran into? And I saw John today. Oh, yeah, John, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We were something back then in high school, but that's life. I ain't getting mad. I ain't getting my jaws all tight because so-and-so mentioned John and they ain't together now. Hell with that.
And you next thing I know, I done climbed on the damn sofa and jump across the damn thing and hit you up top of your head with my damn elbow. You don't give a what the hell are you reminiscing? As soon as you say, well, me and John used to have a good time, your little coochie done got wet now.
Victor. But you know what? Victor, you know what? You know what? In between what you're saying, you're on the extreme side, but these are little waves that do cause people, and they do reminisce. They do reminisce. They and you got to realize, trust me on this, Veronica, and y'all could agree or disagree. When you do reminisce, you don't reminisce about the bad times as time goes forward. You reminisce about more of the good times.
Exactly. Yeah. Now you walking around here, you got to go in the bathroom and wipe your little stuff off because you done leak all over your damn drawers and shit. Because you done thought about what John done had you under the bleachers, finger popping and shit. Oh. I'm telling you, don't bring that shit up around me.
I don't think that
I ain't talking about that kind of conversation.
I don't think someone will bring up an ex if they gonna feel like that when they bring up an ex. Like if a woman feels that strong about an ex, I don't think she's gonna bring him up. We'll bring up an ex that we don't give an ex.
And let's wait a minute, Veronica. Unless you get mad,
No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't do that. I wouldn't dare get mad and bring up my ex. Well, my ex did this. Nah.
The only time I want you to hear, the only time you can bring up an ex is acceptable is if his name in the obituary. Other than that, I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that. And then if you try to slide your ass to that funeral, I'm going to go ahead. When you start at that funeral, I'm going to bring your little suitcase out there, your little sofa or whatever, your ironing board. All that shit going to be sitting right next to that casket because you and him obviously want to be together.
So wait a minute. So if your wife or girlfriend ex pass and they were cool, when I say they were cool, and she wants to go pay her respects. What do you mean? What are you saying? She can't go pay her respects?
She with the big dog now. The
I don't
hell
give
you
a
going
damn
over
if
there
she with the
spending?
big dog, dude. If she was that, if they were together 10 years and got divorced and they cordial, they ain't communicating, and he passed, she has why she can't go and pay respects?
She
What's
can
wrong with
go,
that?
but she better stay there.
What kind of crap is that, man? What kind of controlling is that?
Oh, now we control it.
Yeah,
All
damn
I'm
right that's
saying is
controlling. Because that's controlling.
she controlled her destiny when she went over there.
How about if that's her? How about if that's her kid's father?
Hey, guess what? You better put a Zoom meeting. Hey, y'all better turn the camera around
Yeah.
and we can sit. You know how y'all went to Whitney Houston funeral, sitting in the damn living room and y'all was dressed up? That's exactly what we doing. That's what we doing. Tell Big Mama to get her iPhone and turn that shit around. If she want to speak, we gonna both stand up there together in our living room and we gonna FaceTime at the funeral. Nah.
Thank you, Cheryl. I don't understand it, but
It's not, it has nothing to do with being jealous. I'm just wanting to know the hell you going over there for?
Because just like you have a coworker that you worked with 25 years ago
I ain't
and he or
sleeping with
she
him.
passed and you want to pay your respects because they were cool.
That's
There's
not a
nothing
good.
wrong with
That's not a
that.
good example. He's
I
not
ain't
sleeping
sleeping
with.
with
He ain't sleeping with a coworker.
I ain't sleeping with the
Uh,
coworker.
They haven't
I,
slept with.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm gonna
You can
tell you
pay
something.
respect.
See,
If I want to pay respects, I'm going to pay respects. If
I
it's an
mean,
ex of mine that we were cool, I'm going to pay my respects, and
see,
that's all to it.
when exes come around family, especially if you was a good person, people get real disrespectful to the next man.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, I just don't
I
I
just
just
couldn't.
don't like situations like that.
I got it.
Because the first thing what's gonna be happening is somebody gonna say something slick. And then now it's a 1-on-50 fight. And I'ma lose. So now if I make it to my truck, I'm laying 3 down.
Oh.
So now we got a couple more funerals to go to.
Oh
All I'm
my
saying
God.
is just let it go, man.
See, like I said, I'm a different breed. It's not just about me. I've been around people. I went to a brother's funeral. He had an ex, and his new woman, his woman was there. The ex was there. That's something that I've been around all my life. So it is what it is. So that's what Victor's saying about himself, and I can't different. But I've been around people that exes have showed up at the funeral, and people know that was the ex, and the wife is there or the husband is there, and
Yeah.
that's life, and
And
that's
they
all.
probably want
That's
they
all
would.
to it. When my father passed, his ex-wife came to the funeral. When my father passed, my mother didn't have a problem with that. No, she didn't have, and nah, I ain't even going no further. It's just she didn't have no problem with it.
I
That
don't
woman
see
came
any.
and paid respects to my father because they had a relationship. They had 2 kids together, and my mother didn't have no problem because that was my father's ex.
And that goes to what Chris is saying because they want to be there for their kids.
them kids better
Therefore,
come over here and cry. They can come over here and cry. But if you over there crying, hey, you better make a phone call.
so
We ain't go.
you wouldn't allow the kids to go to the funeral?
You mean allow? Yeah, that's the thing. You saying allow? I can't stop nobody from doing something.
Your
I can
kids, I'm
only get
saying.
upset, huh?
But would you allow your kids to go to their?
Their
Oh wait,
mother's funeral? Yeah.
no wait. I didn't mean to say that.
So if something listen, if something happened to my kid's mother, you know what I'm saying? If something happened to my kid's mother, I would be hard pressed. I don't know if I would go. I don't really think I would because it's like, what am I going for? I don't know if I would go.
But
I don't
you
know.
wouldn't go to support your kids. You wouldn't be there.
I gotta support them for the rest of their life. What do you mean support? What am I
Support in
supposed
their
to
sorrow, Victor,
Yes,
in their
sorrow.
sorrow at
do?
their
What is
mourning
it?
period, brother. You
No,
the father. Who they gonna be with?
they're gonna be with me for the bro. What do you mean
No, who are they
supporting?
gonna
What
be
the,
with
Yeah,
at
all
the
right,
the
so
hug
what
and
is that?
funeral?
What does that look like?
Because you
that
are
look like you're there
supporting your
Tell me what
supporting
it
your
looks
kids.
like.
kids.
Those are your kids.
What does it look? What does support at a funeral look like? Explain to me what that
Hugging,
looks like.
You got hugging
petting
them.
them,
You
rubbing
run you
them.
yep. One gets hysterical. That's your child. You want to anytime your child hurts, you want to be a protector.
No, the hell I don't.
Okay, got
When
you.
my daddy died, I didn't want nobody touching me. I wanted to cry by my damn self. I
I
mean, you
hear
talking
you.
about supporting them. I got the rest of my life to support and the rest of their life to support
Not
them.
support,
Ain't no
like
one
I'm not
damn
saying that
funeral
support.
going to
I'm
fix
saying
all
if your
that.
child hurts, you support. I'm not going. I think we draw a
Bro,
line in the sand. I'm not doing what Victor's doing. I'm not doing
I'm
that.
just I don't get what I just and that's the thing. People show off at these fucking funerals. They I look, I fell out first. Come pick
It's
me up.
not about showing out, Victor. What I'm saying is you're not going to be there to support your children.
I have to be there to support my
No,
kids after.
at that moment, while they're in sorrow, while they're grieving for their mother, you're not going to be there to support them, to hold them up during
You
the
their
funeral.
Listen,
It's
father.
going to
Steven,
be all right.
Would you want the stepfather? Would you want the stepfather consoling your kids? How would you feel then?
so let's back up. A funeral is nothing but a damn show. My kids was in sorrow from the moment she passed away. I'm there then. I don't have to go to the funeral to support my children.
So how would
Whoever
you?
consoles them at that funeral consoles them.
Okay.
I have the rest of their life to deal with the tragedy of them losing their mother. I don't have to. If so, you mean to tell me I console them at the funeral and don't do it no more after that? I'm good. That's
No, we ain't
No,
bullshit.
saying
we're not
that. Don't
saying
don't
that.
don't flip it to the extreme. I
No.
just don't. I just don't agree with it. And unless there was friction, or there was some kind of friction, there was some
There's no
disrespect going
friction.
on.
I
But
just don't
I'm
see the
not.
point
I'm
of me
not.
going.
Well, there's somebody that agrees with you.
I don't see the point of going. Like to each his own. Some people don't go to no funerals.
That's true.
And I
That's
mean, it
true.
was like, oh, well, you got to go to. You don't have to. And that's the thing. People go to a funeral and they take fucking attendance. Like, okay, well, the sister-in-law and the third sister-in-law didn't show up, and they doing it. It's like,
But
come
why are
on,
you
man.
worried about that? But why are you worrying about that?
You just said, why wouldn't I go? And I'm just saying, I don't have to attend a funeral to show support. I don't have
Right,
to.
but I'm asking. You said that the sister-in-law is taking attendance, but why is that a concern about you?
That's not what I said. I said a
Okay.
funeral is like a social. People take attendance at a
Okay.
funeral trying to see who showed up and who didn't and why and all this other shit. It's ain't nothing but a gossip fest when people show up. When somebody died, the first thing people look at is who showed up and why did they show up. I don't have
Nah,
time
see,
for
I
that
don't. I
bullshit.
don't. I don't. I'm not. I'm not
I
dealing
mean,
with that.
and it's okay.
And
I
it's
mean,
not
we don't have to
Yeah, I mean,
agree.
some people may be petty, but if I look at the majority of the people, they're not all like that. So
Who?
I'm just
Shit.
saying. I'm saying. I don't really care. I'm not in that bunch. I'm just saying that again, it depends on the relationship. It just depends on every person that has an ex. You may not pay your respects, but there may be some exes that there may be some kind of significance on that your spouse may want to pay that respect. And a lot of times the spouse say, yo, would you accompany me? You understand what I'm saying? Because see, your spouse ain't got to ask you for your permission. And you can talk all that, her bad. She go and she says, look, Victor, so and so passed. I want to pay my respects. Would you come with me? Now you say I don't want to come. Okay, she's still going. Now don't come back when she come home. She expecting her bags to be packed and you putting her out. What kind
Oh,
of
but
then,
see,
then
wait
y'all
a
ain't got
minute.
no
You can't give
relationship.
no. You can't wait a minute. You can't get no scenarios in this crib now. That shit.
I'm just saying. Then I'm just saying. I am giving a scenario
Yes, I
because I'm
can.
saying,
I can
yeah,
say all
I
that if
am
I
going to give a
want.
scenario because if you choose to do that, then I'm saying she looks at you and say, then we ain't got nothing here, bro.
Then
We
we
ain't
don't.
got nothing here.
Then we don't.
Yeah.
But I want to respond. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is funny. So I don't think Audra quite remember, but I remember Audra did some shit at the funeral. I ain't gonna say what she did, but it was funny. And Audra, I remember what you did, and then you went to the back. I think it was when Aunt Nancy died.
I hope it
It was.
wasn't messy.
Shit.
Damn, Audra.
Would you read the comment?
She said, Victor, something happened to your cousin. I would be at the funeral with our sons and grandchildren. I even went to his mother and grandparents' funeral. I really don't give a thought to his current wife. I was there with for my sons. And I know you would. And I remember what you did. But because I was sitting right behind him when that happened. So I'm going to just leave that alone.
I know you're not, Audra. Audra is not
See,
messy,
that's
so
what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
believe nothing that
See,
Victor said.
but
Are
see
you
what I'm
trying to say?
saying. What
So
I'm what I'm
so
saying
ask
is if
Audrey.
Wait a
Audrey,
minute.
hold up, Audrey. Where did Justin and Justin start sitting at in the beginning of the funeral, and where did they sit at the end of the funeral? And then I'm gonna just leave it at that.
She said inbox her.
yeah.
I can't. I'm
So
in jail. I'm in
yeah,
jail.
yeah. But some people now see now this is okay. So this is the BS. See, this is what I'm saying. You lay the foundation early for crap to happen down the road. First of all, they get some trifling relationship, right? Like this letter, right? This letter here, right? Then the guy in this letter, this is hypothetical, I'm not wishing this nobody. He passed. The ex shows up at the funeral because she's coming because she got a child. And because the other woman, the wife is in her feelings, now the ex gonna show her ass out. See, we had a letter like this. This is what I'm saying. And then we say, who got the right? Now the wife got a right to go up there and smack the crap out of her in front of everybody. See, that's what I'm saying. This is stuff that you don't think about. This is why I keep saying we don't nip crap in the bud. We got children. We don't tell them who the father is. Then when they die, you don't know that so and so. Stop. Grown people need to stop bull. I don't want to curse tonight, but I'm tired of grown-ups acting like damn kids. Stop acting like this woman's acting like a kid and he's acting like a kid. And stop that as grown-ups.
Well,
Stop it. Because it opens the door for more BS down the road.
well, I had a question down here to ask you both, but I
John gonna tell me
think
to be
that
easy
you
in my blood pressure, John. I got it, John.
What was the question?
I think you both already answered that. Like I was like Victor 14, would you all let your ex control your new relationship like this woman in this letter?
No, hell no.
Yeah, I would have
Hell
been
no.
nipped it in the bud.
So understand that an ex can, when you have an ex, can kind of make a new relationship tough when it comes to children on different little things. So, you know, if my ex was real petty, if me and my old lady had a romantic weekend, a get together to go to, and she dropped the kids off, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna leave? Or she tell my son, well, tell your daddy you want to go stay over there. I mean, it's this little quirks that they can kind of mess things up a little bit with planning and things like that. But God, I'm glad that my kids are old enough that I don't have that issue now. But at one time, it would be little things like that. They might not pick them up, you know what I'm saying? Or they'll drop them off and say, well, I'll be right back in an hour or two, and they'll come back for 2-3 days. Shit like that, just to kind of mess up, a weekend. So yes, I feel like for the most part, an ex can kind of alter a relationship, but I would not let them control it, a new relationship.
14, you want to add to that or?
Nah. Victor made a point, and I can't, I can't disagree. That I think it's trifling. Somebody dropped the kids up. I think when you have kids, people have to realize things can change. It's just the manipulation, and Victor's right. They could lie, they could do this, they can do that. So there is some things that do come into play. That's why I'm saying when people don't respect one another, they do these trifling things. When people respect each other, they don't do these trifling things. And when the women are communicating with each other, then sometimes that other woman don't have to call the kid's father. She can call the other woman and say, listen, Becky, I don't know if y'all got something planned, something came up.
Now
And she's
that's
not
wrong.
being trifling. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
How'd you get the number?
Got the home number, dude. I'm the father. What do you mean home? Hey, everybody, shoot. If I have a house phone, if somebody
You
got a
have
kid
your
of mine,
ex.
they got numbers. And if the women are cool, they got each other number. Because I don't have a problem with that if they cool. Ain't got no problem with that because that's my
Right,
child.
Anthony. Right.
See,
Mature grounds.
see, I still don't. I will never understand how two exes can be cool. Like my new woman cool with my ex. Like you could be cordial, What the hell y'all got to talk about?
I ain't say they talking like that. I'm saying if she has
Like
to
if you
get in
want to
touch
get
about
something
my
done,
son or daughter and she can't get me and need to get my wife now, she has that's fine. I don't have a problem if they cool.
But how does I'm trying to figure out how she get the number.
Because gave it to her. Because we all sat and sit down. I have a child. That's my ex, and that's
Oh yeah,
my
that's right.
child's
You like to
mother.
have sit down meetings. Yeah, I ain't doing none of that.
Well, see, that's you, bro. People have working
there you go.
blended things that is not crossing the line, and that's how it is because that stepmother is taking care of that child sometimes when that child is over at that house, and there's nothing wrong for them moms to have a communication if there's a mutual respect. I just don't see why we always have to have drama. That's why I'm saying. I'm not saying white folks don't have drama, but I'm tired of us just having so much damn drama. That's why a lot of us are so damn dysfunctional.
Well, we got drama too. You just don't pay attention to their drama as much
I'm
as you
not
pay
saying they
attention
don't.
to
I'm not
yours.
saying. I'm just saying. I'm concentrating on us. I'm just saying if everybody's cool and respectful, why can't there be communication? We always you in the show. Well, they should communicate. Well, communicate. My
So,
wife now is a stepmom to my child. So if they want to talk about something, why can't they have a conversation about it? They ain't calling each other, hanging out, and going to the
Yeah,
bar and
especially
club.
especially if you have young children,
Damn right.
I want contact numbers. I want to know who.
Yes.
If I need to get in contact with my son, I can't get in contact with his father. I'm going to contact his wife or girlfriend, whoever it is at the time. I
Yeah,
want
nothing
to know.
wrong with that. I don't see a problem with that. And we make things more difficult because of jealousy, envy. If there's no BS involved, we make it. We put
Right.
BS in it.
see, and that's the thing. You ain't getting every contact number because see, that's when
That's right,
now
Sean.
you prying and you if you feel like you made a good choice with me and we had a kid together, we didn't work. Trust the process. Trust that I'm not gonna have our children out here on no BS around a whole bunch of thoughts and all this other shit. So all I'm saying is if you can want in one hand and shit in the other one and see which one fill up first. Because I am not giving you my old lady contact number. It's just not gonna fucking
It all
happen.
depends on who it is. You won't Victor, but there is men out there that will give their
Oh
Damn
yeah, I
right.
mean that's
Yeah.
some. I'm just talking. I can only speak on me. You
yeah.
ain't getting nobody's phone number unless she give it to you, and then I'm still looking at it like, what the hell y'all got to talk about?
Well, Carol says once things are over, it's over. We can be friends and communicate. 15, you are so right.
So to it.
What
What's up,
what are
Joe?
we communicating about? We ain't got to communicate about nothing.
We
Drop my
communicate.
child off or my children off and get the hell out my yard. You got 15 seconds
Because sometimes the
to
kid
back out.
because the kids, you got to realize when parents have a working relationship and communicate and they understand what's going on, it makes them more at ease too. Sometimes I keep saying we move selfishly. We just look at how we feel and we're not even looking at how the children are feeling and what is best for the children. I keep saying, man, we get caught up on our damn feelings sometimes, and it's a
We
damn
do.
shame.
I I have
Yeah.
kids. When my kids need something, they know either they're gonna ask their mama or their daddy. I don't have to coordinate anything with my children's mother when it comes to anything. Because I have kids. If they need something or they want something, they know I'm either ask my mom or my daddy. It's either one or the other. That's just it. I don't talk to my children's mother about nothing. If I need something from her, which I don't think I will ever need anything from her, I'm just my kids. They're my kids. Dad, I need a new pair of shoes. Cool, let's go. That is what
And
it
your
is.
kids are at that age now where they don't have to like she don't have to
Well,
talk
she
for
don't have
them.
to be the buffer. She don't have to
Yeah.
be the bridge, right? But at the one time, she should be the bridge.
No. Well, we were well the time they got to speaking and talking and walking age. I mean, we were still together, so I ain't had to go through that with no baby.
Right. I mean, I never
He
went through.
said 15 seconds, Mike.
15 seconds, back up, or I'm calling the law, the authorities.
Oh man, let me see what Cheryl says. You have to be an adult. You have to be an adult. I'm cool with both my baby daddies, baby mothers, oh Lord, baby daddies, baby mothers. Yes, that's a mouthful. I want to be cool so that the kids can have a good relationship with each other.
That's it. We got to look out for the kids. And Cheryl, I'm glad. Let me just say to you, Cheryl, I'm glad that you are cool with your children's fathers, ladies, because it works better for everybody. And when it's working better for everybody, there's better understanding, man. And that's just better. I just think, my opinion, it works better. Everybody don't work that way. Victor is not wrong in how he chooses to do it. I just think that it creates a lot of tension if it creates a lot of tension when you're not in sync and trying to make things work as a unit. Because as it works as a unit, then the kids respect the unit and they respect the stepmoms, they respect the stepfather, they respect their moms and they respect the father.
I
See,
giggle every time I see Cheryl's picture. What?
so I tell you this, I'll be that ex if you say, well, I want to give you, John's contact information. I'm like, well, shit, what happened to Marvin? What happened to Mike and Tony now? Damn, you got another one. This is the fifth one this year. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want you to even try to blow my shit up. Like, let that shit
No,
ride, man.
I'm definitely not talking about boyfriends. And
I mean, but the
I'm
simple
talking about
fact
if they
that
was in a marriage, or you wouldn't do that either.
so even if once you get married, that means you was around my children while y'all was dating. So I mean, so you think we should get phone numbers when they married? I mean, they was around them when they were dating. You didn't have a number then. Why had a number when y'all get married? It makes no sense.
Um,
Why wait 5 years to get somebody a number and somebody been around your kids for 5 years?
so
That makes
you,
no
so
sense
you,
to me.
so you wouldn't want someone that's being around your kids, that's watching your kids while your ex at work or whatever. You wouldn't want their number.
Nope. I trust her. I trust her. Well, I don't trust her selection process, but I trust her with my children. And if you feel like all this is a good idea, then that's what it is. But at the same time, my baby mama ain't crazy enough to do no dumb shit like that.
Mm.
She know not to let no other man watch my kids. So I don't have that issue. I've never had that issue.
Yeah, but you have a lot of
Yeah, you do. You do.
um. Wait, shut. You know it might.
I saw I supposed to
Anthony
be out of
says,
jail by now.
at the end of the day, just respect each other because the kids are watching, and that's facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
If you can, sometimes you can't respect. I can't. When my first wife, uh, daughter, father, we just was oil and water. So I have no respect for him. He had no respect for me. But I still had no say so over him having his daughter. And still, even though I didn't care for him or respected him, I knew that he had the right for his child, and I didn't fuss about that. And just like I dealt with his daughter in time, so it is what it is. Me and him was oil and water, but we didn't let that affect the child.
Right. What you got, Vic?
What you mean?
I thought maybe you put a comment. What is okay? Tim saying I can't relate to this. I get everything straight in the beginning, or I'm out
No,
because I don't have time to wait on anyone to mature. Too stressful.
I agree with you, Tim. Get that out in the way. Just deal with it in the front, up front. Let's get this. Let's see what's happening. And if there's gonna be some BS, yo, I'm not dealing with no BS. And I agree with that. I agree with that. You can't keep saying communicate, communicate, but then when people move on and there's children involved, we don't communicate because your ex then got somebody else. I can see if some cheating is going on and how that came about in this hostility. But I'm talking about when people decide to go their separate way. We can't keep saying that people keep saying an ex is an ex for a reason. Yes, but it's not always negative, or it's not
It's not
always to the
always
point
negative.
where it's hate.
Right. Exes can be friends. Yes, sir. Victor's out of jail.
I got
Yay.
a lot of things to catch up on. I'm about to go
Mhm.
back in a little bit.
Oh man, don't get back in there. Anthony says this ish is deeper than we think.
It is.
I agree with it. I agree with it because because what Victor is saying, what me and you are saying, Veronica, is more is almost in a perfect world or with people that's trying not to deal with the BS. What Victor is saying, there's a lot of BS out there that can cause people to get their feelings hurt or get hurt or more. So Victor is like, I just ain't gonna deal with it like that, so I don't have to deal with any other outside crap. And that's where he draws that line. And I got it. I understand. And I respect him for saying that because that's how he's moving. On the other hand, if other people can work and it works, I'm with the process of working together because I think the children benefit if they can work together. Because what happens is now your ex or you know she may not tell you everything now because she know how you are. And I keep saying, when you get stuck in our ways, then they know how to deal with you, and they deal with you. They deal with you with a long handle spoon, since you're dealing with them with extremes.
Mm-hmm.
So life is about gives and takes and sacrificing, especially when children are involved. Children, I'm not talking about children from the perspective, and it's still even when they become adults, but I mean, you're not supposed to be taking care. You help your children when they become adults, but they're not children where you obligated when they're 5 and 8 and stuff like that.
Oh, Tanya, you already know who is paying. You already know this man paying. Tanya says the ex need to stay home so when they all go grocery shopping together, do she put stuff in the buggy? Who's paying? Of course she puts stuff in there. She puts stuff in that shopping cart that she want, and of course he is paying for it. So he's paying not only she talking about that child need groceries. She wants some groceries too because she know he's going to pay
And
for
if
it.
she was getting child support, the thing was going in the buggy anyway. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Okay,
Wait,
what's the
what?
difference?
What do you
If
mean?
she was getting child support and she was going shopping, she's getting things for the child and she's getting things for her. So if he's going shopping with her for the child, he's going to pay for a couple of items for her too, because that's the mother of his child. He's definitely going to do that. Long as he ain't taken out of his house at home with his wife.
Mhm.
But again, he shouldn't be doing that now that he has a wife. He shouldn't be doing that like that. I give you the money, you go shopping, and this is that and other. I give my portion, and you go shopping and do what needs to be
That's
done.
how it should be done.
There you
He
go.
shouldn't have. He shouldn't be going no grocery shopping with this woman.
That's right.
It's
Listen,
you got to draw the line. You're right. You got to draw the
You
yeah,
got to
line.
draw the line. You got to draw the line. You got to draw the line. Now, would you say that if she lived on the third floor, no elevator, and needed help with the groceries, would you have a problem him meeting her at the house and bringing those groceries upstairs? Just
Victor,
asking.
would you help her tote the groceries upstairs?
Here you go.
We already know that answer is no.
Why am I even close enough to even know that she got groceries? Listen, my baby
Because
mama
because
called.
he's not going to the store no more because he not. I'm just gonna give you so you can
I
answer.
wanted to hear
Victor.
what Victor was getting
No,
ready
I
to
know. I'm gonna give
say,
him the scenario. He made a statement.
but he
Why are
was
you so
going.
close? Why are you so close? Because now he's in a relationship. So instead of him going with her, now he gives her the money to help contribute for his son. So that's why he knows when she goes grocery shopping. But go ahead, Victor.
No,
Okay. Victor Sills.
I'm gonna tell you something. If my baby mama could call me right now and be in, I live on the corner. My baby mama car could be broke down right there at that stop sign, and I'm gonna look out the window and go on back to sleep.
That's horrible.
Not with the
Unless
kids in
she
the car.
unless she did something to you that's just trifling.
How? That ain't my responsibility.
It's
See,
not
that's the
about the
thing. No,
responsibility.
no, no,
It's
Tito.
different
Wait
than
a minute.
helping a person
No,
and not your
Tito. I don't
responsibility. It's
have
not
to
your
help a damn
responsibility. Don't
bro.
mean you
Wait a
can't
minute.
help her.
Wait,
No,
tell,
wait a minute. No, that is not my responsibility no more. Let me understand something. If my baby mama lights get cut off, guess what? Y'all can come over. My kids could come over here. That is not my
I ain't
responsibility.
say
If
that. I'm talking about the car broke down out
I
the
don't give
window.
a
You
fuck
look
about
out the
her car,
window.
so I guess I should take her to work too, right?
I didn't.
Come on with that
Yeah,
shit,
you could
man.
drop her to work.
See,
You could
and
drop her to work. You could drop her to work until she
so
get AAA.
so listen, this is what I'm saying. All right. That's how men get in a damn fucked up situation when you start dipping and dabbling in some business that's not yours. If my baby mama got a car having car issues, that's not my problem. If my baby mama having issues with paying her bills, that is not my damn
I
problem.
agree with you, but you
So
gave a
what I'm saying
scenario if you
is,
looked out the window.
I don't give a damn. If I wouldn't look out the window and give my neighbor a jump, what makes you think I'm gonna look out the window and give her a damn jump? That's not
Because she's
gonna
the
happen.
mother of your children. You all had a
I don't give
relationship
a
at one
fuck.
time.
No, it's a
You don't give.
no.
You see how Victor is tonight? That's how I was when I talk about somebody disrespecting my house. I can't back Victor up. I hear you because that's how I was about last week about in my house. So I got it, Vic.
I don't get it. Like, just so what if she my kid's mom? Like, I am not putting myself in a predicament like that. If you got a man, call him. Do not call me for
But
nothing.
if she's single.
Oh, then you should have plenty of motherfuckers to call.
This guy's crazy.
I'm not. Hell no.
But she's right there in your neighborhood.
The hell she doing over here?
That's none of
Dropping
your
the kids
business. That's none
off.
of your business.
All
She's
right.
dropping the kids off.
She dropped the kids off. The door closed. The car stopped. Ma'am, you got until 11 o'clock to move that car off the street, or the HOA will send the tow truck out here. I'm telling you, that's just it.
So you wouldn't help push it in your driveway? You wouldn't help push it in your driveway?
No. Push what? Push your ass over? I'm not doing that, man. Like, I don't do shit like that. I don't get in my children's mother's business. Unless somebody's getting hurt, I'm not getting involved in that shit. I don't do that.
Bree, really, Bree? Really? Bree says, y'all, wait a minute, let me pull this. Y'all only saying that because Vic's a man. If it was Vic broke down on her street, would it be her responsibility to help?
Would it? You gonna get out here and push my car?
It's not her responsibility. But I can
Vic's
see
a
her
man,
saying,
and Victor
Vic's
would
a
know
man.
how.
I can see, she's saying, Vic, you need to call somebody for help. Let's say your cell phone is dead and you thought you were charging your phone. Yeah, but she just said, oh, that ain't my problem. Close the door, closed.
Y'all making up all these scenarios. What I'm saying is basically what y'all doing is you co-signing for this dude going to damn shopping and going to movies with this dude. With the girl, huh?
I'm not co-signing that.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going shopping. I'm not going to no grocery store. We're not going to movies. I'm not helping you with nothing. Once the child. Now, if it's hot and it's 105 degrees outside and you stuck on 95, I'll politely pull up in my air conditioner, get my kids out the car, and hope somebody come by and give you a ride. And I'm gone. It's that simple. Exactly.
You're right. It's not his obligation. You're exactly right. It's not. But someone with a heart.
So let me ask you this. If me and you coming out the store and a homeless man dropped dead and he gasping and gagging for air and shit, and he got throw up and shit coming out his mouth, you gonna get down there and help him? Yeah. The answer is no, you're not.
That is totally different.
What I'm saying is you have a choice to help somebody or not. Just because I know you don't necessarily mean I got to help.
I see. I'm totally different. Guy had a seizure on the train. I helped him. Guy had a seizure in the laundromat. I helped him. I didn't know. I don't know none of them. I don't know none of them.
Did he have throw
up? Yeah, no throw up. But the guy, when the guy was seizing, was slobbing out his mouth. In the laundromat, the lady gave me. No, I ain't giving him no mouth to mouth. He wasn't out. He was seizuring.
Victor talking about mouth to mouth.
I'm talking about put your mouth on another man's mouth. All right then. No, so you wrong. I mean, this man about to die. I left her ass in the
I'll pump his chest.
Weather. And y'all ready to go? Y'all ready to crucify me because I left her ass?
Because the way you said it is, I look out the window and her car broke down right
here,
there.
dying, and you won't kiss him in his mouth? Shit.
But Victor,
everybody can get this smoke. No.
What I was making the point of, you say that if you looked out your window and your kid's mom car broke down, you wouldn't help. But she's right there in your neighborhood. She just dropped your kids off. You wouldn't do anything to try to help her.
You know the best way
Excuse
to
me,
help
help
the
her.
situation is to close the blinds and don't even worry about it. I
Even on a hot 105 day.
It's shade. She better sit up on one of them trees out there. She do me the same way. I wouldn't even if I broke down leaving her yard, I'd walk a couple miles back to my house before I take a couple steps and ask her for some damn help. That ain't happening.
Well, I mean, but see, that's good. That goes back to what Cheryl says. If he's a good dad, I'm helping.
I'm not getting in the car with you because I don't want it to look no type of way. I don't want you. I'm just saying.
Yes, he care, Carol. He
I
just
do care about my kid's mom, but I'm not gonna put myself in a predicament that it just. I don't do that. I don't mix. I don't mix and mingle. I don't do that. Not with her. No. No.
and I mean, you have that right.
Of
You
course, I'm
you have
human.
yes, exactly. You have that right to feel the way you feel. All right, final thoughts on the letter. 15. We'll go start with you.
Um, that woman needs to stop because I don't like her statement about until death do us part. I think that she needs to respect that man's wife, and I think that man needs to show some self dignity and respect for himself, respect for himself, and self respect for his wife, and lay the law down and deal with continue being a father to his son without being disrespectful to his wife or bowing down to this ex, because that ex don't, she's the mother of his child and I got that, but she ain't got no dibs, and that's all to it.
I
You've done
feel
it.
like I honestly feel like it's 100% of the guy's fault. You know, if it wasn't for him, none of this shit would be going on. The lady who wrote the letter, I get it. Excuse me. If he's willing to do all this, get what you can, sis. Date them all, screw them all that. If he like, because I made a TikTok about this. For Team said it. Men 38 or older have to start being accountable and held for their actions. If you doing dumb shit, you started ringing the bell, start calling people out. This dude is doing some dumb shit. All right.
Mhm.
He's being dumb.
That's why I said it. I called them out too. Yes, I did.
So, ma'am, if if your children's father is willing to do all this shit and you feel like, hey, don't stop. I mean, I feel like you're disrespecting this man's marriage, but he's letting you do it. So
Mhm.
get what you can out of him. Fuck him. I mean, it pisses me off knowing
It
that there's
does.
a woman over here that thinks she's got. I ain't gonna say he's a bad guy, but this woman over here is upset because she probably don't want to say nothing to my man because she feel like if she say something, he just gonna use it as you trying to keep me away from my child and all
Mhm.
this other shit. So I
Right.
feel like the lady over here is in a lose-lose situation anyway, and the chick over here is in. She's just gotten her cake and eat it too because she getting everything from the man and she getting a little bit of bird too, and he in the middle screwing them both. So this whole situation is all fucked up, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said a mouthful. I just feel like we have to be careful how we start out in a friendship, in a friend. What's the word? How we start out with someone. We have to be really careful with that because I'm pretty sure that this man was doing these things when she got with him. And if she felt then that she couldn't, if she felt that she couldn't put up with that, then she should have left then. You know what I'm saying? This is not something new for her, the wife. This is not something new for her because this guy been doing this stuff with this ex when they got together. So we have to be careful how we start out in a relationship because things can't continue on even though we do get caught up sometimes and the feelings get involved, but we have to be careful how we start out in a relationship with someone or a friendship, whatever you want to call it. To this young lady that wrote this letter, I stand by my word and say that you are messy, and put yourself in this wife shoes and see how you will feel if somebody was doing, if it was reversed. How would you feel if your husband was doing these things with his ex? I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't allow it, you wouldn't like it, you would be mad, you would go days without talking to him, as well as you said that this wife does. And you say that you I don't feel bad about the wife getting in her feelings, but you should feel bad because you wouldn't want someone doing it to you. And it's all about respect. And you don't have any respect for this wife. You should have at least have respect for this wife in your ex marriage. Even if he don't have respect for it, you as a woman should have respect for that marriage. And hopefully you all can get things together. I doubt if it will change. I'm pretty sure that you're going to continue calling him and, y'all doing things together. Um, but I feel bad for the wife because she have to sit there and, she's putting up with it. And like Victor said, she probably don't want to say anything because if she say something, then you're going to try, then he's going to be like, oh, you trying to come between my son. And no, it's not that. It's just she trying to put her damn foot down and have a marriage with you without having this other woman involved. Your ex, point blank, period. I wish the best for you all. Thank you so
I,
much for your letter.
yeah, I like what Thomas D. the third said. I would like to know what the wife is saying about the situation. That'll be an interesting side. That would be an interesting side to see what the wife is saying. Why, that the ex is feeling that the wife is getting in her feelings. That wife may feel justified to get in her feelings the way the ex is
I
acting.
just
But
feel like something else is going on, and like Amp said earlier, it's definitely something deeper going on with that. I think he may be still sleeping with this other lady. I don't know. And Bree made a good point when she said she thought that ring and a contract will automatically change things, like a lot of women do. They feel like if they get married, that things will change.
it's a good point. That's a good point because it don't. See that, and I hate to say that. I hate to say that, but and I think I sent a video out there where this guy, wanted her to do something, and she was like, "I'm not married. I'm not doing this, that, this." And he got that answer. He was like, "You ain't for me because I'm doing A, B, and C, but you're not willing to do it because of a contract." And you're right. A lot of people feel that once I'm not your wife, I'm not this. And then when they do, they feel like it changes things. But also, people think it's ownership. And I keep telling y'all, I don't give a damn about marriage. You don't own one another. We don't own each other.
It's
We
about
respect one
respecting one
another.
another
Right. There you go. You don't own nobody. Paper, ring, noose, whatever. You don't own somebody.
because he's telling it. He's definitely going back and telling it because how would the ex know that she's upset with him if he didn't tell her? Right. All right. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for watching the tea tonight. It was a great show. Thank y'all so much for y'all comments, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Tangy Tea of Life being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. The Big Gary Gym in Darlington, $5 a class. Come and have fun with us as we burn some calories and we just have a fun time. So, guys, come out. We make everybody feel welcome. My classes are a judge-free zone. A lot of people say they can't dance. It's all good. Just come and get a good workout. We have so much fun. And if you have a gym membership, and even if you don't have a gym membership at McLeod Fitness, I'm a fitness instructor there as well. Sundays right now, 2 p.m. Come out and have fun. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Um, Brother Fateen, WBLS radio station, New York. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, my brother Victor. Damn it, boy, White. Thank you, my brother, for sitting in with us tonight, as always. Guys, we appreciate you. Tangy Tea of Life each and every Tuesday night, right now, 8 p.m. We will be coming back to Thursday nights pretty soon.
When snow get on the ground.
Maybe, when fall hit, we'll be back. But we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And God willing, we'll be back Tuesday with some more tangy tea. Good night, guys.
Buenas noches.